Okay, Center Defense UNGA abstention. What is this? United Nations General Assembly. So what is the news? So what India has done? Why?
Because
What is the reason? What is the reason, Akshara? So usually whenever some issues, international issues goes on in a United Nations, so either they will oppose or support. So some resolution will be taken place. Okay. So for example, India, Sri Lanka, when it was happening at that time also, India took some decision. Russia, Ukraine, so neutral. Got it? So it depends upon the country's relation. But they cannot say that we are friends, that's why we are not supporting or supporting. So they have to give the proper reasons. Now, in United Nations General Assembly, so India has abstained. Abstain means, no, I will not say yes or no. Neither support nor reject it. But the reason they will never give, like, okay, he is my friend, I will. Okay. So what is the reason given for abstention?
not specific about the type of numbers.
ಲೇಮನ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ, ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Hamas attack ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು particular
See, it is even India stand is whether it is Israel or Gaza Strip. So civilians are civilians. So first, actually, Hamas attacked on Israel civilians. So that is not being mentioned here. Okay, we're only talking about the civilians who are suffering in Gaza Strip. Okay, so that's why we are not taking the stand. Both sides it should be same. That is what India is saying. Okay, in answer writing it is very important. So to write these things. So here it is clearly mentioned. Government says, okay, resolution that called for truce and ceasefire in Gaza did not include explicit condemnation of the October 7 terror attacks in Israel. You are only highlighting what Israel is doing, but you did not mention that Israel also suffered. Means started with Hamas only. Why you are not mentioning that? That's why we are not going for any voting in this. Union government defended the decision to abstain UNGA vote on resolution. So okay. So resolution that called for humanitarian truce and ceasefire in Gaza, saying it did not include explicit condemnation of the October 7 terror attacks. Okay. So, and India is defending itself that we are always against the terrorist activity. So whether it is here or there, so we are steadfast and consistent with respect to these matters, wherever it happens. So the protection, what was the title actually? The protection of civilians and upholding legal and humanitarian obligations. So proposed by Jordan on behalf of Arab League and co-sponsored nearly 40 countries was passed on Friday. So who has passed this? Means that's the Palestine side. Arab League, all those countries have introduced that resolution, but India did not participate in this. See, was passed in the Friday with 120 votes in favor, 14 including US, UK against, and 45 abstentions. Please understand, they may ask one MCQ about United Nations General Assembly. Okay, so how it functions. So on international issues, anyone can introduce the matter there, but here support should be there. But majority are supporting this 120. US, UK opposing. Why they are opposing? They are in the support of Israel. they are in support of Israel. So they are not supporting this resolution, which is talking about humanitarian crisis in Gaza Strip. And 45 countries did not participate in the voting. So one or other reason like this, it is given. Okay. How was the exam?
This is, I don't follow conform.
Means you are not aware of the exam process, or you are telling that you did not prepare? Okay. So when you are taking, you have to prepare. That's it. Because without that, will you clear? Then so you are taking some exam, means you have to be ready for that. So yesterday, that means day before yesterday. So again, somebody was involved in the fraud using Bluetooth in KE exam. So government has said that we'll make tougher rules for examination process now onwards. What is your opinion? Just tell me. Means they will ensure checking everything. So and tough rules like punishment will be very severe if the air in. So what is your opinion on that? See, I always say that don't go for the punishment end first. If somebody is violating traffic rules and all, I will put them 10,000 fine, 1 lakh fine. No. Give them first good roads, good footpath. Okay. Then you talk about punishments. So what the same rule, if you apply here, what should be the solution? Hele. Punishment, I am not saying that punishment should not be there. ನನ್ನ ಮಾಡಲ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Then what should be done? Always try to prevent the things rather than giving medicine. Okay, if problem is there, already disease is there, then there is no other go than giving the medicine. First try to prevent it. Solution ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಅದ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ? ಕ್ಷಮಿಸು ಅಂತ ನಾನಿವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ದೆಪ್ಪ. ಕ್ಷಮಿಸು ಅಂತ ನಾನಿವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ದೆ. From where you are taking that? Did I mention that? Excuse them ಅಂತ. ಹೇಳಿದ್ದ ನಾನು. Okay. So that and all the newsletters are there, but still it is happening. Correct. You will be like this only, and somebody is dictating the answer, and you're simply marking. Okay. Yes, solutions are there. It is not so difficult. So whenever you enter Vidhan Sodha or something, they will maintain. So detectors are there, right? So in exam halls, means it make it compulsory to detect any electronic equipment or something. It is not so difficult. Then how they escaped it? Detector. ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? Was it there? Anyway, she's here. See, forget about was it there while entering? Any detector was there? No. That means it is there in that institute. It is being followed. It is not for the purpose of exam. So you have to simple thing. I am saying why you are see after exam somebody is doing fraud, then you are punishing them. That you do it punishment, that is fine. But I am saying prevent it. Prevention is better than cure, right? Okay. So install metal indicators everywhere. Second thing is use AI-based cameras in all exam halls. AI-based cameras. So that will detect the suspicious activity, immediately report it. It's not so difficult. If you program it in such a way that so exam frauds are happening, that means it will keep on monitoring you. Some suspicious activity, it can immediately send signal or some this thing. Invigilator will be there, but he may not be having that awareness. But AI-based cameras, they will detect. Not so difficult. Other way is introducing computer-based exam. Computer, I'm giving solutions. You have see, they may ask in the interview or in even exam also. So recent times examination frauds, leak of papers, and all those things. What is the permanent solution for that? Right? So introduce computer-based CBT exams. So there fraud cannot happen because questions for everyone will be different. Which question they will send and which question they will what question comes next, they cannot predict it. Correct? So like this. Any other suggestions? Hmm? Any other suggestion? Okay. So
Multiple colleges, different one, particular is not this website.
that's what computer-based exam will do that. So then you can have complete control of that area. So everything will be maintained in place. So morning session, evening session, continuously exams will be going on for 1 month or 10 days or something. And result giving is not so difficult. Immediately it can be published. So that is one solution. Computer-based exam gives a solution. Okay. And it also helps like wherever, anywhere it can be conducted in all district places, wherever one center, easy to monitor. So then you talk about whatever punishment and all. That is fine. I'm not telling you should not punish. That is okay. See, always I prefer this model. If you also feel it's good, then you adopt it. First, give the solution, then you talk about punishment or some cure. Okay. For anything, I'm saying any problem. Okay, what is the root cause? Identify where it is happening, why it is happening, how it is happening. So Bluetooth detectors means any electronic equipment detectors is not so difficult, but they will not switch it on and go inside. No, after going inside, they will in metro they will be scanning. No, that if you are maintaining single place, you can adopt that also. In every college, putting that scanner and all may be difficult. Okay, but if you are having one single center, big center, there you can also maintain that. It easily shows. Once the body is scanned, it easily shows. Okay. But you should not forget that it should not become a harassment to students. For example, in last NEET and all, it was too much harassment. Somebody told, means they told the girls to remove their inner wears and all. So that is like examination will be like, they will be in tension. If this humiliation or something is added to that, they will never perform in the text. So they should be cautious. It should be like normal process. It should not be like particularly targeting some. Okay. So in that exam, it is there, no, like you cannot wear shoes, you cannot wear dupattas, you cannot wear, so many restrictions are there, and they will check thoroughly. So that should be not like that. That's what I'm use the technology and solve the problem. Okay. Okay. So IITM Pune demonstrates cloud seeding can produce rainfall. Okay. What is cloud seeding? What is cloud seeding?
Yes.
Okay. First understand how the rainfall happens. Then you can understand what is cloud seeding. Okay. So how the rainfall happens? What are the different ways? What are the different type of rains? At least in India. One is convectional rainfall. So how it happens? So because of excess heat here, okay, it will evaporate the water from here only. It may be, sometimes we sweat, that water is also taken, that tree water, lakes. So from here itself. In Delhi, usually what type of rainfall is in? Convectional rainfall only. Because there is no water bodies like Arabian Sea or Bay of Bengal to take the water. Whatever the water is there, that only will be taken and rainfall happens. Okay. Second thing is, one is convectional. Then orographic. What is the meaning of orographic? Orographic means, so the winds carrying the moisture will be moving from one place to another place. That means high pressure to low pressure. Whenever the area is heated, okay, low pressure is created. Whenever the area is heated, low pressure is created. Okay. And winds move from high pressure. High pressure means, for example, Arabian Sea. From there to India. In Indian side, the winds will be moving. But in between, mountains will stop them. Okay, because of high mountains, what this moisture bearing winds. Okay, so mountains are here means it will start moving like this. The moment it reaches this top, no, it becomes cool. Suddenly, when it becomes cool, condensation happens. What is the meaning of condensation? See, for example, in your boiling water, and suddenly on top you will be putting some ice or something. Suddenly that moisture, that whatever vapor is going on, it becomes water droplets. When it reaches the heights, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ವಮ್ಮ? ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಸಿ, ನೀವು ವಾಟರ್ ಕುದಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಲ್ವಾ, ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಐಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ನಿಂಗೆ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಈ ವಾಟರ್ ವೇಪರ್ ಇದ್ದು ಐಸ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್. When the winds are moving from Arabian Sea to Indian side, low pressure, suddenly the Western Ghats will come in between mountains. So there is a big obstruction, right? So it starts ascending up. When it is moving up, so temperature will be low here compared to surface. As we move up, the temperature will be low. That is why you in summers you will go for hill stations, so that temperature will be low there. We cannot bear the heat, there it will be cool. So when it moves up, suddenly the temperature is down, the condensation happens. What is the meaning of condensation? This, water bearing winds, no, so that will convert as a ice cube. That is what we call as cloud. So for that, minimum requirement is dust particle should be there, small nuclei, any dust particle. If because L form of a cloud, here or here, where the dust particle is there, first something will attach to that. For example, you are having a spoon that is cool, so if you keep it there the droplets will be attached. Something is required to attach. So where dust particle is there these water droplets at the cool thing, it will start attaching. That is what we call as nothing but iceberg only. That is what we call cloud. That is ice only. Small nuclei is required. So there dust particles will be there and it will attach. Is it clear? So then the clouds will be formed. So now once the clouds are bigger, they cannot bear that weight. Automatically the gravity will keep on pull. So when it comes down, by the time it will become rainfall and fall. Whether it is convectional or it is orographic. Orographic means mountains are coming as the obstruction. Anything, it is not necessarily mountain, but in nature, what else can be there? Only mountains can stop these winds. The moment this, winds are stopped, whatever the huge amount of water it is carrying from Arabian Sea, so that will fall as a rainfall. That is what we call as a monsoon rainfall, because it happens seasonally. Seasonally it happens. Is it clear? Okay. So this, rainfall requires a minimum particles nuclei. So in especially this Western Ghats, no? So see, even Raichur and all these places are very near to Western Ghats. Why rainfall is less? See, what happens is, see, mountain is like this. Raichur is here. See, rainfall means the winds are stopped here only. Rainfall is happening here. Huge rainfall, around 200 centimeter rainfall yearly. But these places are here. It is like a rain shadow area. Rain shadow. Even though rain is here, it will move like this. It will move further. It will not fall here. So bad luck. Very near, but not getting rainfall. Okay, which are far away, they are getting rainfall. Because they are passing like this only. Artha agtideya? Now, this, okay. Now coming to cloud seeding. So, because whenever the drought is there, the experts start talking about go for cloud seeding. Okay. What is this cloud seeding? Can we? That's what artificial rainfall. So how it can be done? Huh? See, without moisture, rainfall cannot happen. Please understand that. You cannot bring the clouds itself. By seeing the meaning, people will think that clouds, they will as if induce there. That much water you cannot bring. If you are able to bring that water, why you will put it in cloud? Means above some height. Directly give it to the people itself. No, it is about moisture is there. These dust particles are absent. Then only it is possible to bring the rainfall. Too much moisture is there, because of the lack of this dust particle, they are not combining together and making a cloud. Nothing but the iceberg. So just what they are doing in helicopter, they will be putting salt content, because salt easily absorbs the water quickly. Okay, sodium chloride, any salt content. Okay, silver iodide, any salt content. So they will simply spread. If the moisture content is there, immediately that forms the cloud and becomes the rainfall. That is cloud seeding. Without moisture content, just because drought is there, you do cloud seeding, it is of no use. Waste of money. Artha aita cloud seeding andre enu anta? So you need to understand the basics. Okay. Then what is this research is about? Demonstrate cloud seeding can produce rainfall. Okay. Sir, we know this earlier only. What is the special thing they are telling? Okay. So, fine. They have all. It is not something new, but they are highlighting, especially in this rain shadow area. This Maharashtra, Karnataka part, where it comes under rain shadow area. So there, especially that Latur or some Maharashtra areas, rain like water supply will be every 3 days once. That is normal, not occasional. Sometimes in very severe drought, using trains, they will bring water from other place. Are you aware of this? So the IIT Pune, okay, they are thinking of why can't we bring rainfall here? Anyway, they are near to this moisture content area. It is not like that water deficiency. So they are thinking, yes, we will induce cloud seeding here. So it will also bring rainfall in this area. So that's what they are saying, that produce rainfall in that rain shadow areas. So they are talking about that. And also they are talking about cost. What is the cost of making the rainfall to happen? Per liter, how much it costs? 18 paise. Okay. Approximate cost of producing water through cloud seeding was 18 paisa per liter. The cost will drop by more than 50% if you use indigenous seeding aircraft. Now we are not using the indigenous aircraft. If we develop that also, then cost will come to 9 paisa something per liter. Okay. So which is a very beneficial thing to that areas where rain shadow area is there. Idea banta? Okay, some points we'll see. Other points are not so important. Don't remember this. If you can write cost, there's also like a point. Okay. See, there was 18% increase in the rainfall over 100 square kilometer area in Solapur city due to cloud seeding. So that is enough. Whatever rainfall is happening, some 20% extra means that is solving problem to some extent. Approximate cost of producing is 18 paisa. It may come down to 9 paisa if indigenous aircraft is used. Then what are the different type of clouds? So all clouds will not bear the rainfall. Just you are seeing now also you go outside, you can see the clouds. Will they bring rainfall? What are the different type of clouds? Stratus. So 4 type of clouds are there. So cumulus clouds are very important. Cumulus clouds, where the means you'll see the dark clouds, no, blackish. Okay, so they bear the rainfall. Dark clouds. Okay, then cirrus, it will be looking like this cotton, this thing, no, feather kind of thing. Then altus means height, certain height, and one more is, and combination is there. It is not like that only these clouds. Cumulonimbus, cumulocirrus, cumuloaltus, all combination you can be seen. But among them, the rain-bearing clouds are cumulus or cumulonimbus, both. Okay. So that is also important. You have to, so many parameters are there before the planning for cloud seeding. See, cloud seeding alone cannot mitigate the droughts, but can help to produce additional rainfall that can partially address the water requirement. That is clear. Just because cloud seeding is done, rainfall will happen. No. So where that deficiency is there, that can be somewhat enhanced. You cannot simply, when complete drought is there in Rajasthan, we cannot bring rainfall. Okay. Calcium chloride. Sometimes in prelims they will ask, what are the chemicals used like that? So calcium chloride flare was used for seeding the clouds. Here they are using calcium chloride. Any salt, silver iodide, calcium chloride. Okay, seeding was done on the base of warm convective clouds and at the time when the cloud was growing. So that's what, when we have to do that, that is also important. The cloud is growing means moisture content is there. Okay. And whenever rainfall does not happen in villages, what they will do? They will burn the salt. Do you know that? They will burn the salt. All villagers has to contribute one bag of salt from each shop. So they have to burn. Okay, the same process only. So salt burning means that will go to top and that will absorb the moisture and rainfall happens. But that is very crude way of doing it. That is correct, but it is a very crude way of doing it. Lot of resources unnecessarily wasted. Directly you are going there and putting it. So fine, they are from the surface, they are sending it. Okay, so it is very inefficient way of doing. But at least you understand, they have understood the lesson. Earlier everything was not there. So what is the only available way? So do this. So that yes, it will. I am not saying that it will not bring the rainfall, but the cost will not be like 18 paisa. Got it? Okay. Is it clear? Idea banta ilvo? Cloud seeding ಬಗ್ಗೆ. In mains also, if they ask directly, you have to write all the explanation how it will happen. Okay. In prelims, yes, they may ask about what is used. Silver, any salt like silver added. Okay. Calcium chloride. Okay. Even but sodium they will not use there usually. But that village practice is like using the sodium chloride to burn but any salt is will do that. Okay. Any dust particle will also do that, but salt will absorb. That's why they hygroscopic we call the property of salt, water absorbing. If you keep water for many days open area, it will become watery, right? Fine. So which type of cloud brings the rainfall? They will ask by giving different types: cumulus, cirrus, stratus. So cumulus, okay, or cumulonimbus. Both are correct. Combination also will work out. Okay. Sometimes it will be too much dark in the sky, no, completely. So ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಫುಲ್ ಭಯ ಹುಟ್ಟೋ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಅಷ್ಟು that will bring huge rainfall. Okay. So you need to observe. Anyway, once you start geography, then you will come across the terms and see cloud burst means that's what the weight is overweight. Suddenly it falls. That means huge rainfall. That's called as cloud burst. Sudden rainfall, huge rainfall. It will not be like slowly coming and suddenly flooded. That's why it's called as cloud burst. Simple words, it is huge rainfall. Okay. Okay. How much salt should you take every day? Any guess? 5 grams per day. How much we are consuming? Enamma? So more than 10 grams. Okay. Indian women average consumption is 7 grams per day. Okay. So this is very important article. Use daily life use agadu, but and also for exam they will ask because of lifestyle diseases. So how it will create blood pressure. Okay. So many prelims questions are possible in this. Okay. And in the cloud seeding, that experiment name is cloud aerosol interaction and precipitation enhancement experiment. Okay. Cloud aerosol interaction and precipitation enhancement experiment. Precipitation is about rainfall. Precipitation is rainfall. Okay. And enhancement experiment, how to extend that existing rainfall, how to increase it, maximize. Okay. ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಆಗೋ ಮಳೆ ನೀರನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಿತ್ಕೋತಿದಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Otherwise it will move further. Somewhere it has to create rainfall. So here itself the moisture content is lost, means that will become dry air there. What else you can do? ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ? Okay, Tamil Kaveri water is flowing to Tamil Nadu. You are taking more water here means automatically less water to Tamil Nadu. So in natural system also same thing. Somewhere it is going to create rainfall. That also we are taking here. Okay. So our bodies need salt. Salt adds taste to our food. Okay. King flesh. WHO recommends 5 grams of salt in your diet every day. Okay. On less packet tindrena mugudoytu nimge. ಫುಲ್ ಡೇ ಸಪ್ಪೆ ಊಟ ತಿನ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ. ಲೇಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಅಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು 5 ಡೇಸ್ ಆಗಷ್ಟು ತಿಂದಿರ್ತೀರ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯಾಕೆಟ್ ತಿಂದ್ರೆ. It will be writing no how much salt content will be there in this packet per 100 gram. What is the salt content? So world average is 10.8 grams. This is a very serious issue. Okay, world average is 10.8 grams. And ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಫ್ಲಾಶ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? Okay, the National Non-Communicable Disease Monitoring Survey. So non-communicable, these are all non-communicable diseases, not like COVID. Okay, Indian men consume 8.9 grams and Indian women consume 7.1 grams of the salt on daily basis. Okay, both are above the thing. So this is about India. World average is 10.8. So, and even now, papa animals no bittilla. Avu tintir our paga yen normal thing. We will put our food, no. So we are creating problem for them also. Animals also having that high salt intake. ಓಕೆ ಪಾಪ ಅವಕ್ಕೂ ಲೇಸ್ ತಿನ್ನಿಸ್ತೀರಾ, ಅವಕ್ಕೂ ಬ್ರೆಡ್ ತಿನ್ನಿಸ್ತೀರಾ, ಅವಕ್ಕೂ ಬಿಸ್ಕೆಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಿ. ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಇದು? ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅದು ಫ್ಲಾಶ್ ಇದಾಗ ಶುರು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಯಾವುದು? ಎನೋಮಾಮಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಮೆಜಾನ್ ರೈನ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್. ರೈಟ್ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್. ಎನೋಮಾಮಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಮೆಜಾನ್ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್, ದೇ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಲೆಸ್ than 1% of the salt intake. Okay, so they are extremely fit. So that is a proof between other people and those who are not consuming salt. Okay, so next science-based question, right? So what problem it creates? So high salt and obesity. How it is related? Obesity ಮತ್ತೆ high salt. High salt and obesity. We know that, sir, fat content, if you are eating and if you are eating too much food, that will be creating obesity. But how salt content is related to obesity? Anyone? How salt content? Sir, we know BP. Okay, who will tell how actually it will increase BP? What happens if we take more salt? What happens? Anyone?
Sir, metabolism coming on.
So it is related to not like directly that is creating, but actually it reduces the body metabolism. If it reduces, okay, we are taking more and more food to take the same energy, but other thing will be converted as fat. So salt content is actually creating, means more salt intake is linked to obesity. In exam prelims, if they ask, suddenly will not connect. No, it is related to blood pressure, right? Ansutte wrong hakti. So they will take from this article only. Our bodies need certain amount of salt and vital function for vital functions. Excessive salt intake can lead to health problems like high BP and heart disease. That we know. Always best to consume salt in moderation. India faces rapidly escalating burden of NCDs, non-communicable diseases are growing like anything. Even small kids are also nowadays obese. ಸಣ್ಣ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಒಬೆಸಿಟಿ. ದೊಡ್ಡವರು ಮುಂಚೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಸಣ್ಣ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಇರ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಫಾರ್ ದಮ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಮನ್. Nutritional diseases such as diabetics and obesity, in particular childhood obesity, that is also increasing. For many Indians, the hidden salt in the processed food is a big danger. So much salt will be there. Okay. High salt impairs metabolism. ಇದನ್ನೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳೋದು. Okay, and increases the size of adipocytes, which are cells in our body to store energy in the form of fat. See, this line you have to remember and write in your notebook. High salt ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೆಟಬಾಲಿಸಮ್ ನ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. What is metabolism? What is metabolism? What? It is a process converted as energy. Okay. So, ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟರ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. For example, if you put 1 liter of petrol, how much actually exactly is used? Completely it will not be used. Efficiency of the engine decides that. Correct? Now in Bharat 1, efficiency was very low. Now Bharat 6, efficiency is somewhat good, but not 100%. 100% petrol is not used. That depends upon the efficiency of the engine. Here also, our body, our engine is not converting complete means food into energy. Means it in a different form actually. One is for daily needs, another is for long-term use. Whatever food we consume, it will be stored in two forms. One is everyday use. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇವತ್ತೇ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವತ್ತೇ ಖಾಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ವಾ, that is everyday use. But some part is converted as fat for long-term use. Okay. So when it will be used? So when you are not taking outside food, then that fat will be used. Okay. So one day suddenly if you stop eating and whether the fat will be used? Bala important. You do fasting for one day, whether your fat will be used? For that, you have to starve for at least 3 to 4 days. Then only that signal will go, oh, take the reserve fat outside. You are doing just, sir, ನಾನು ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಊಟ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಅರ್ಧ ಕೆಜಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ. That will not send a signal. See, some rainfall happens, oh, disaster happened, release the fund from the government. No. It has to continuously do something. Oh, the disaster is there in means Karnataka, heavy rainfall, some problem is there, done, now release. So then they will wait for some same thing. Body also does the same thing. Just because you are fasting for half day, it will not use all food, means fat. If you start, okay, today you are starving, tomorrow, then it will send a signal. Some emergency is there for the body. Please start using the existing fat, stored energy. That is why when continuously like 15 days, 7 days, 30 days program will be there, no? Intermittent fasting, slowly they will reduce, means, in a controlled way, they will stop the food for 1 month, they will do, then they will lose weight completely. So that is the logic behind that. So body has to use that fat, means you have to give strong signal. You are not getting food anymore. You survive on your own. So small, they will give like for 1 year, 2 days, only water, then juice, then slowly only this much rice, like this. So then body will get the signal, okay, required energy is not available for the body. So you spend the existing stored energy. Okay. So here what is happening? That metabolism means body's capacity. Why after some age food intake will reduce? Because that engine has lost its capacity. So take small food, so handle that. That's why they will not consume too much food. That is directly related to metabolism, nothing else. So when you are consuming less, automatically your energy will be low. So at the old age, you are also feeling like, okay, less energy. Means body is not supporting. That's what that's what we call as aging. So every organ loses its original capacity, coming down. But because of we are taking this processed food and all, now engine capacity na ಗಾಡಿ 60 ವರ್ಷ ಬರೋದನ್ನ 30 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. That's it, ಇನ್ನೇನು ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay. So high salt impairs metabolism and increases the size of adipocytes. This they may ask, adipocytes. What is this adipocyte? Where actually they store this fat. So that size is increasing. Because of this metabolism reducing and this salt intake, it is increasing the size. So more and more fat is collecting in that. So automatically becoming more fatty, obese. So salt and this one. Okay. Even we are just thinking that salt is just related to BP. Actually, obesity also, this awareness is also very important. That's why this article, even actually I was not aware. I was just thinking, okay, salt is related to BP. Not thinking, okay, this will create obesity also. Is it clear? Which are cells in our body store energy in the form of fat? These two factors together lead to obesity. Preference for high fat and salty food may be related. Nowadays, we are everything masala, like that is the direction. On the experiment also they have done on a pregnant mice. Okay, so they actually increase that salt content, and it has started, preferring salt content food later on. Means that fat content food, it is showing interest towards fat content food more and more after that. That experiment is showing that. See, our like salt water and sweet water. So preferring salt water. So that experiment anyway. But this is important. So studies have shown that if you are reducing that salt intake, okay, how much helpful it is. It is reducing if, for example, your blood pressure should be how much? 80-120 is for actually children. Okay. We are always saying 80-120. As the age moves on, so that calculation also should not be same 80-120. Okay. It is like 90-130. Then for now at this age, like means after like 20, 30 and all, so it should be like 110 to 135. So even after 41, even 120, 115, 120 something, and 145 up to, it's okay. It is not same for everyone. Okay. So what is that? You said 80-120. What is 80? What is 120? What minimum maximum? What is that? Systolic blood pressure and diastolic blood pressure they will maintain. What is that? Systolic blood pressure and diastolic blood pressure. Important. We have to know about all these things. For family members also it is useful. For us also it is useful. For exam also it is useful. What is that systolic blood pressure? Whatever the amount of pressure it is creating in the heart walls, that is against the arteries in the heart. Okay. What are arteries? Which carries the blood. Correct, no? So means from heart to body and body to heart. Means, okay. Reverse. Okay. So it will collect all the blood from the body, and it is impure. So that is oxygenated. Reverse. Okay. Then again it will supply through arteries. So cleaning and supplying. Okay. That pressure, what is pressure it is putting on the heart walls, arteries especially. So that is called a systolic blood pressure. And another is diastolic. What is the diastolic? Only in veins, not in the heart wall. Okay, arteries. So it's the normal stage. When you are at rest, what is the pressure it is putting against the veins? So systolic and diastolic. Very important. So this salt intake they have reduced to half. That study shows that it has reduced 4 mmHg. That is, say, whatever the BP you are measuring, 4 mm loss means less than that. That is good thing. Okay, small variation, big. No, it is not small thing. 4 mm fall. Okay, you are saying that 90 means it is 84.6 means that is much better. Okay, so salt intake and BP, how it is related. See, overall reduction in the risk of cardiovascular disease is coming down. Data from several clinical trials. Okay, okay. Another interesting experiment they have done. So why it is important? The government can do these things. Mandatory. They have mixed normal salt, sodium with potassium chloride in the ratio of 75-25. In the normal salt, now we know that iodine is mixed. What is the purpose of mixing iodine? So, goiter disease will have, no, your iodine is the solution for that. Every day, anyway, we consume salt. If your iodine is also included in this, that will not happen. Okay, what is that process is known as?
Yeah.
See, what is that? No. Fortification. See, in this, how many questions are possible? You see, fortification. Fortification means adding the addition. What is normally is not there. You are not doing that. You are adding something to it. So fortification. Add into salt. Okay. For example, in rice, carb normal, but you are adding vitamin A. That is called as vitamin A fortification. So fortified salt. You can see that word. ನೀವು ಡೈಲಿ ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋದ ನೋಡ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಸರ್ ನಾವು ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ತಾನೇ ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮನೆ ಪ್ಯಾಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಂತ ಓಕೆ ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಷಿಯಂ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ ಓಕೆ ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಗುಡ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ that means it has made systolic blood pressure down by 3 point. So same effect like reducing the salt consumption by half. This is giving good result. No, they are telling that is not actually, this is fortified means originally salt is there, some other mineral is added. Fortification. They are telling to mix. Like ratio is like they are saying 75% sodium chloride and 25% potassium chloride. For 1 kg salt you are purchasing from the shop, no, 750 grams sodium chloride and potassium chloride is written. Mix that. So that is also bringing down the blood pressure, systolic blood pressure by 3.3. Don't remember the exact points, but understand the concepts. So this can be, easily mandated by government, right? Now onward salt should be. So this is simple way. See, one is creating awareness. Don't consume too much salt and all. That is one side. Another side is what government can do. Easy. You now onward. See, now iodine, they are by default mixing with salt. No, the same way they can do this. Okay. In China, they have done that experiment and it has given good results.
So this is not done. They're asking to do this.
I am telling that experiment has done in China. So then why can't we do the same thing? Okay. And lowering the salt content too much is also dangerous. Not just iodine. That is one side. That is for okay, for same blood pressure itself, especially for elder people. To see, that creates blood pressure. You know that higher blood pressure, and also too much salt content low means low BP. That is also very dangerous. Low BP is much danger than high BP. Okay. So you should be careful when you are taking medicine and all. So it should not be like too much less consumption, and that should not create a problem. That also they are highlighting. Okay. And it means if they are taking tablets to reduce the BP and also consuming no salt at all, it can be dangerous. So caution they are given. Okay. See, how many questions are formed, especially in science-based question, lifestyle diseases, they will ask. They will ask about this BP itself. What is that systolic blood pressure and diastolic blood pressure? That's a simple question. It will come. Okay. And so many times we will be listening every day, but don't know what is that. Okay. One is continuously operating blood pressure. Another is at rest, diastolic. Okay. Then will QR codes help? Because Food Safety and Standards Authority of India has mandated putting QR codes on whatever you sell. So why it is important? Why it is important? Why it is important? See, everything you cannot print on the thing and everyone, but now they are planning to put QR code so that all the details should be there. When to be, for example, you just know expiry date. Okay, tomorrow is the expiry date. Is it better to consume today? Expiry date says tomorrow. It is okay, but not better or best. So that's what we don't have that information. So best consumed within 3 months, correct? If it is consumed within 1 month, that is very good. That is a like last date. If you have that information while purchasing, you will not do that at least. You are paying the same amount. So why you want, anyway, tomorrow is the last, till expire, today you are consuming, right? Next week is the expiry, you take it. No. So because it is consumed, if it is consumed within short span of that packed, okay, it is good for health. I am not saying exactly all the things are same, but most of the food products are like this. So these information can be given now. In QR code, there is no limit. Correct? No, you can put all the information. That is what now it is putting one step ahead in food FSSAI. You have to make it like compulsory in food products so that now everyone is having smartphone. Just scan and can see all the details. Okay. Recommended the inclusion of QR code on food products and accessibility by visually impaired. Another advantage is it is helpful for visually impaired people. They can scan and just listen what is there in that content. Okay. Purpose is safety food for all. Say above we did about salt content. Now also that is beneficial. That can explain everything. Okay. Actually, my one more recommendation. When in the food, by consuming this, your BP should increase by this much. They have to mention that. Write it in the exam. Yeah. Government purpose is, say in cigarette packet, they will write, no? This is injurious to your, so it will create respiratory problems. It may cause cancer. That they will write, no? So same way they can start adopting that practice. Anyway, industries will oppose because it may bring revenue fall to them. But good health is the goal of the government. So write it.
Names. For example, sodium benzoate.
They will write the codes. They will write the codes. Will not understand. Exactly. So we have to mention what is there. No, they will mention codes. Very dangerous thing. Will not understand. After writing, what is that also will not understand first of all. If you write in code, gone. Okay. Now in QR code, yes, they cannot say space problem or something. They have to put everything, all the details, what are the side effects, what are the things. So that is what I am saying. And also you mention what common man can understand. Put in that way. Don't put salt content 5 gram, 10 gram, 20 gram. So what anta now? 20 gram. What is that? You put 1 spoon 20 gram, right? So if you write, okay, like in where whenever the medical tests are done, they will be writing, no, this is normal, this is this should be like 80-20 and yours is 140 to 80. So you will understand and compare. That you have to maintain. See, you have to write. Tomorrow you will become officer. You do it. Go to the full, food and supplies department. Do it. Okay. ಯಾರ ಹಾಳಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್, ನಮಗ್ ಬರದ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಫುಡ್ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ದಿಸ್ one small change. Now you are putting the mandatory details. Also put what impact it can create. If it is consumed daily for 1 month, your BP can shoot by these many points. That layman can easily understand. Okay, if it is consumed for 6 months continuously, if it is that may create your cardiovascular problem, leads to heart attack. So you give all the information. Okay. So anyway, that is the first step. That is a good thing. I am also telling implication wise. Okay. In medicines, when you are selling, that is the norm. In India, we are not doing that. Whenever medicine is sold, whenever a doctor prescribes something, he must explain you what are the side effects of this. Are you okay to face these side effects? Nam doctor ಗಳಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿ, ಏನಾರ ಆದ್ರೆ ಬರ್ರಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ ಅಂತ. Correct? If something happens, you please inform me. Like that, they will tell. They will not tell what is the side effect of this. Okay. So, but that is the actually norm. Medical practice, it should be like that. In medical shop also, they have to, while giving that, they have to tell you. So nobody cares about it. Medicine bagene care ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, in food ಬಗ್ಗೆ care ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ. That's what side effects means. You have to tell everything. So that practice itself is not there here. How about this? Is it clear? So this is one good step. That's what. Yes. Now they are providing all the information. Now they have recommended. Now it should be adopted. That's what I can say. See, FS is a food safety and standards. You need to do homework for this. Very important. Outlines the information to be included in the label of the food products and rights of the person with disabilities. Act 2006 also highlights that how information should be provided to them. Okay. So it is also in line with that thing. It is already that is covered in 2020. It is in line with that, providing more and more information. What is QR code? They may ask about that also. What is QR code? What is that? Every day you are using QR code, right? QR code. Oh, earlier barcode used to use. Why not barcode? Why QR code?
Barcode scanning special.
Barcode you have to scan in the desired direction only. QR code anyway, you scan in any angle, it will scan, right? For payment, you just hold mobile in any way, it will scan. That is the advantage of QR code, quick response. Okay, earlier actually it was, now it is widely used. For machines, automatic scanning was happening. If alignment was wrong, that was not detecting the barcode. That was a headache for them. Automatic scanning. So some package used to come in this direction means that will not detect in the barcode. So they thought of okay, then only that was okay. If it in any direction means there is a two-dimensional, that is QR code. Any direction it will read. For that purpose it was invented. Now it is widely used in all fields. Okay. Here it is there. The Japanese company Denso Wave for labeling automobile parts. Because that part will not be in the same direction always. Wherever it is that, it must be scanned. So I was not knowing the company name. Now it is Japanese company. I was just knowing the story, how it happened. Okay. And good part is if you're, it will also help to improve the brand image, customer loyalty. Every information they are providing, that company is giving all the information. So that loyalty towards improves. Yeah. No, so barcode, if you scan from this side, it will not take. Exactly, it should be vertical and only in the one side. So that will take time. Align in that position and then take. See, in any direction, that scanner is okay. You are going in hotel. So many people are standing there. You are scanning from here like this. Other barcode means you have to go there and vertically and scan. Advantage. But it was, they designed this with that purpose. Actually, for machine, it was difficult to read. Okay. Actually, I wanted to cover this also. Okay. So quickly, 1 minute, I will tell. So in all police stations and all, so actually, they are implementing DNA and facial recognition technology. Okay. So Criminal Procedure Identification Act was passed in 2022. Criminal Procedure Identification. Earlier, only collecting their fingerprints, so body identification marks. Now they have extended that. Even you can collect their DNA, means you can test their DNA and also facial. Main problem is right to privacy. So it can be misused like anything. So you can read up this article. It's about it. ಏನಂತ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಏನಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತಿದ್ದೆ, ಟೈಮ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಈಸಿ. ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ವೈಲೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೈವೇಸಿ, ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ವೈಲೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ.